Hey everybody, Derek Pierce here, and today we're talking PBNs and whether or not you should build a PBN for your digital marketing business. First of all, what is a PBN anyway? A PBN stands for Private Blog Network. This is a technique that search engine optimization professionals use to influence the search results, to be able to rank websites, and to be able to rank for videos higher. Basically, all this is this is a network of sites that you own or that you control that you're using to share your content with in order to influence the search results and to rank your stuff higher. So let's just say, for example, let's say you started a new YouTube channel and you are trying to rank for the keywords so that way you can get in front of the customers and the clients that are looking for you. What you can do is you can share your video across your PBN, and as a result, you will see you rank higher inside of Google as well as YouTube. The same thing goes for your money sites. The same thing goes for your client websites. You can share your content across this PBN, and as a result, when you start linking to your money site and linking to your pieces of content, you're able to rank those higher in the search results. That way customers can find you. That way you can rank your affiliate websites. That way you can rank your affiliate videos, or that way you can rank your client websites and make them happy. But the question is, should you use a PBN? After all, PBNs have gotten a little bit of a bad reputation over the last several years. I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be showing you how you can use this to your advantage and how to easily set one up, even if you've never set one up before. So let's go ahead, let's get started. All right, so you can see I'm at my handy dandy mind map tool here that you see, and I felt like that would be the easiest thing to sort of draw this whole thing out, this process of what we do to be able to rank videos, rank websites and whatnot using PBNs. You may be wondering, okay, why should I implement this and why has this gotten a bad reputation? Well, it's simple. It's gotten a bad reputation because it actually works. See, Google is trying to sell ads. They want to sell ads, and as a result, they don't want people to be able to really control their rankings. They don't want people going in and being able to rank for whatever keywords they want, because they want to sell ad space for those particular keywords. And as a result, there's been a lot of stuff, a lot of propaganda being put out about PBNs, and then you've got a lot of people that are talking about not using PBNs and using what's called a white hat approach. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole white hat, black hat SEO content just yet. I'll talk about that later on in a separate video, because I think that's really important that you sort of understand, the whole white hat, black hat conversation. But where this really falls into is when you're doing SEO, the primary driver is links. Now, what you're doing is you're expected to create content, for sure. You're expected to create good stuff that people are going to want to use. But if you just create good stuff and you just let it sit there, then the likelihood of it ever seeing the light of day is slim to none, as you're probably experiencing that. If you've tried to create any kind of content, you probably created it and it's just sat there and you just waited and waited and waited, no traffic. So this is a way that literally anybody can go in, they can build a PBN and start linking to their stuff and see results really, really fast. And that's where this whole idea and this whole strategy really levels the playing field for anybody in the world to be able to start getting traffic and to be able to get results for their clients. So the way this works here is you've got a money site, and hell, this could be a money site, this could be a YouTube channel, doesn't matter. You got a money site, YouTube channel, your own website, doesn't matter. What you're going to do is you're going to be creating content. So we're just going to put this keyword post number 1. We're just going to title this as keyword post number 1. This is assuming that you're creating a video about the keyword that you're wanting to rank for. So in this case, let's say I was trying to rank for how to build a PBN. That would be my post of this actual video, how to build a PBN. If I was creating a piece of content on a blog and I wanted to rank for how to build a PBN, or how to create a PBN, that would be the title of that, and that would be what the content would be. That would be what the content would contain. So you're going to create a keyword post, either a video or doesn't matter, and then you're going to create a separate one. Because here's the thing: the more content you create, the easier this whole process is for being able to rank. So if you just got one piece of content, it's going to be tough to rank that, you're going to be better off by having your, your normal types of about us page or contact us page or legal disclaimers, and then turn it in and start creating some content. And the more content you create, the better off you are going to be. Now, the one thing that we do, and once we set up our money site, is we create something that's called a brand stack. Now, what a brand stack is don't get like all weirded out by what this is. All this is we're going to a place called knowem.com, KNOWEM.com. And what this allows you to do, this will allow you to see if your brand is available across all the social media profiles. So if we're building an affiliate website and we're building a client website, does not matter. We're going to go and we're going to see what we can register, and we're going to register every username across the entire social network, as many as possible. So you're looking at WordPress.com, Blogger.com, Facebook, Twitter. So like for the Twitter handle, we would have the Twitter handle as being whatever our brand is. And so what we do is once we start creating these keywords, these posts, whether it's videos or whatever, we're going to use this brand stack, and every time we create something, it's going to notify this brand stack that we've created through a service called IFTTT. If this, then that is what that stands for. It's going to notify IFTTT, hey, they've just made a post, and it's going to drop a link back to our website. So what this does is this is typically, this is anywhere between 10 and 20 properties that this is going to give you a link back to every time you create a new video or every time you create a new post. So you basically got a base set of links. The more posts that you do, you've got a base set of links that's going to be dripping to this automatically. So what's going to happen is every time you create a post, it's going to go to Twitter, and on Twitter it'll say, hey, we just made a new post. You can find it here, and there's going to be a link back to that blog post. So the more posts you create, the more automated links you're going to be building. And again, this is going to be 10 to 20 links every single post that you create. Now, that's not really what this video is, but I think this is important to let you know that we have a base set of links that are going across all the social media that's happening all at one time. So then what we do from there is we will create what I call the PBN, or the private blog network. So this is, we're going to label this PBN domain number 1. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this. I didn't want it to do that. We'll just do this. Or didn't want it to do that. So bear with me here. This is this tool here. All right, so PBN domain number 2. I'm just going to list 3 of these just for simplicity. There's no limit to how many you can create, of how many domains you can create. It just depends on what your budget is and how many domains that you are willing to buy. The more competitive your market is, the more domains you're going to need. We've been able to rank for some keywords just using 1 to 2 domains. That's how effective this strategy is. So basically the way this works is you've got PBN domain number 1, PBN domain number 2, and PBN domain number 3. Now when we set these up, we set them to look completely different. We want them to have different registration details. We want them to be on a different server. There's all these differentiations that we want to make this look like it's its own site, its own brand. So when you're thinking about this, you don't want to think in terms of I'm building a PBN. You want to think in terms of I'm just building a bunch of websites and I'm trying to make them look as unique as possible. That's what we do. So in this case, PBN domain number 1, what we're going to do is we're going to create a content post number 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to then use that to link to one of our keyword posts that we're trying to rank for. So in this case, if it was keyword post number 2, that's what we're going to link to. We're going to do the same thing across the second one. And we are going to then link it to whichever one we're trying to rank for. And then we're going to do the same thing on PBN domain number 3. Now on this one, you can link this to back to post number 2, or you can link this to the first one. And then you can go in, let's say PBN domains number 4, 5, and 6. You can then link to this one, or you can link to this one, or you can mix it up and link to this one. Really, it's completely up to you. And then even if you wanted to, you can create another content post across these, and then you can link that as well to a separate post. And you can just keep adding content across the board, and sharing your videos, sharing your pieces of content, and linking to your stuff. And as a result, what you're going to see is your rankings increase over time, and this is going to push you to the top of Google. Now, this is where this gets really cool too. If you set these PBNs up the right way, you can use these PBN domains to rank as well, to take up additional spots. So, for example, in some of the niches and some of the markets that I'm in, these PBN domains, they have so much authority when I buy them that they will outrank the site that I'm promoting. So what I do is I create really good content, really good posts on these PBN domains, and I just keep cranking it out over and over and over again. And as a result, you start seeing you've got multiple spots on the first page. Now, I know that's more of an advanced type tactic, but that's the way that this whole process works. It's very, very simple once you know the rules to the game. You may be wondering, okay, where do I get these PBN domains? The places, there's several different services and software and tools that are out there. The main one that I use is expireddomains.net. It's a free service. You can go through, you can sort these. You got to know what to look for, though. There's obviously some pitfalls with domains that don't have any value or very little value, and people often will overpay for them, and that's something that I don't want you to do. So if that's something that you're interested in, there's a link below here. Let me and my team help you sort all of this out and get a system in place for your SEO and help you with your video as well as your money site rankings. And I would love to show you what we're pulling off. Again, there's a link below in the description. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to see you, and also feel free to comment below. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.